What's up guys, War History Geek here, and welcome back to yet again another acquisitions video. Today we're going to be going over my finds mainly from December and early January, December of 2021 and early January of 2022. So I'm going to be going over some Christmas gifts and then some other just miscellaneous finds that I've had. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing we're taking a look at here is the Reader's Digest Humor in Uniform, Jests, Jokes, and Witty Anecdotes from the War Years. And I got this about a month ago now, give or take, so it's been a little while. I believe I only paid like $4 for it or something. It was at a antique store. And I thought it was an interesting little thing. I didn't get a chance to read much through it, but it's from the late 1970s, right after the Vietnam War, so honestly, it's just a cool little home front paper piece here that I figured I'd pick up. It was pretty cheap. So that's our first item there. Next up, I found a pretty neat thing on Facebook Marketplace. I got a World War II 50 caliber M2 ammo box. And I only paid $10 for this. And yes, it does have a little bit of oxidation on it here or there. It's a little rusty. A little dirty, but I thought it cleaned up pretty nice. I guess just a tip for when you find stuff like this. Usually what I do is I just take a warm, wet paper towel and I just wipe all the dirt off, try and get a little bit of the oxidation off. And then the only other thing I do is put a thin coat of oil, whether that's WD-40, gun oil, etc., just to coat the metal so that it doesn't continue degrading. And then I leave it at that. So just a very light cleanup. You can see that this is the original marking here, and you can see it was never repacked, which is very nice. So it's a completely original World War II. And this was actually a box I didn't have yet. I actually published a video on the M17, which is the pre-World War II 50 caliber box. And I also own a World War I wooden 30 caliber box, as well as a World War II 30 caliber box, but I didn't own a World War II War Era 50 cal. So this is perfect here. It's the standard issue 50 caliber ammo box. And I'm proud to say that I own just about every standard issue military ammo box. In fact, I even own the Type 01 B-17 bomber ammo boxes for the ball turrets. So this is just an excellent addition, especially for $10. You can't go wrong. Unfortunately, it is missing the ring over here, but again, for $10, I can't complain. It's in really great condition. I love the patina on the top here, and it's going to have a great place in my collection. All right, so that was some of my pre-Christmas finds for this month. Now, falling into the Christmas gifts, I didn't really have too many military Christmas gifts this year, which no complaints here, but the items I did get were pretty awesome. So our first look here is the 1970s Cold War era Soviet paratrooper helmet. And this was purchased for me on Coleman Surplus. It's a really thick, heavy-duty winter hat, which is nice. And you can see that this is this nylon strap material, which really came to be in about the 1970s, but it still has this early style like steel or aluminum buckle, which tells you it's in that transitional period before they started using plastic on everything. It's just a really nice, warm thing. I actually did try it on, so that's very nice there. And yeah, like I said, just a great item there. I was very happy to get this. I've been expanding more of my collection out into the Cold War era, so a great contribution there. And then the other item I got was another Cold War item, actually, and it was a piece of the Berlin Wall. And you can see it comes with this little certificate here. So let me zoom in there for you. And here you can see it's a wonderful item here. This was purchased for me on Amazon. I found it and I stuck it on a wish list, and somebody decided to purchase this for me. And of all of these like Cold War Berlin Wall displays, the kind of tacky looking ones, this one is not. I actually view this as a very high quality, museum quality display, honestly. It's just a very nice, clean display here with the bent plexiglass case that it's glued into. You can see I got a pretty nice piece with some spray paint on it. Not just a plain and kind of boring piece. And here you can see it says Berlin die Mauer, or the wall. It's the years that it was up. And then on the back here, you have Berlin, divided city, and you have the different occupation zones. So very cool there. I'm really happy to get my hands on this. And then the certificate of authenticity here, Zertificate, or Zertifikat. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Original Berliner Mauerstein, or Berlin Wall brick. And then Ein Stück Deutsche Geschichte, a piece of German history. And then that's, again, the dates there. And here you can see it has the watermark stamp of the East Germans, the DDR. And then you also have this little gold emblem down here. And then you have the number. So very cool. I don't know the exact history of this. I don't know if this was actually issued or sold by the East German government, or if this is just, something that somebody made up post-war to look kind of fancy. But it seems official enough to me. I think this is a very cool design here for a certificate. So I might put this on display, or I might just put it in my archives for now. I'm not exactly sure yet, but highly recommend this. And I'll try and find a link to put in the description if anybody else wants to buy this. A really great piece. All right. And now we're going to be moving into my flea market finds. So this was actually a pretty great haul. I only spent about $37, and I got a lot of great finds. So for starters, this is going to be a pretty large piece. I don't know if it's going to fit on the screen. We got this copy of the Cleveland Press from May 8th, 1945. The Allies proclaim victory in Europe. And it's not just like the cover story, it's the complete newspaper from that day. So super cool. Thought it was in excellent condition for its age. And I only paid $8 for this. So it's going to make a great wall hanger somewhere. Or even if it doesn't, it's still just an excellent, very historical newspaper to have for the collection. I mean, you can't beat the design of the big Victory V on the cover of these newspapers. Just imagine what was going through people's heads when they were first reading this. Just an excellent piece of history here. And for $8, you just can't go wrong. Now, moving into some other stuff here. Let's take a look here. We have a lot of paperwork here. For starters, we got this item here, which is not necessarily a military item, because I also collect coins and currency. But you can see here, one wooden nickel from the Tuscarawas County. And very cool here. You can see it was worth 5 cents in any store in the county. So just a very cool item here. Again, it's not military. I also collect coins and currency, so it's going to make a great home there. Just a little knick-knack there to throw in the collection. And this was included with this right here, which is the May Dance held by St. Prokop High School, May 13th, 1944. So very cool. Again, it's not military related, but this was this little bulk collection here that I figured for $2, you can't go wrong once again. So here we have like a little program from a church, and we have a lot of names here. Here you can see signatures all over the back. So very cool there. And some photographs mixed in as well. So none of them are military. In fact, I don't even know if any of them are related, but just a cool little collection there. I'm not going to show too much of that since that's not necessarily military. Here is why I bought this little pile. It's Meet Your Navy at the Great Lakes, or at the Cleveland Public Auditorium. It's the Great Lakes Naval Band and Great Lakes Naval Choir. And this was in May of 1943 as well. So here you can see all the songs they played. And again, this paper's in pretty good condition. You can see it does have this little tear here on the front and back, but other than that, I thought it was pretty nice. Here you can see a little quote on the back, so just a really cool item. Again, for $2 for that whole pile of paperwork there, and it fits 2 of my collections. You just can't go wrong with that. And here I got 2 or 3 manuals, actually, and then also 2 side caps. And this was all for $20. So here you have Techniques of Military Instruction from 1954, so Korean War era. And just a cool little book to flip through. Usually, I know I've said this in the past, I don't buy these. But, you know, I thought they were a good price, and I mean, they were in pretty good condition. Usually I prefer them in used condition rather than minty like this, but, you know, it was a nice little bulk buy again as well. So, again, for the price, I figured why not for today. This one I thought was the most interesting of the set. Here you have helicopter external loads rigged with the air delivery equipment from 1968. So this would have been Vietnam era, and it makes a lot of sense, actually, you know, since the heavy usage of helicopters and airdropping in Vietnam. So just a very cool thing to flip through there. I might read through that a little bit. And then here is Drill and Ceremonies from 1971. So this is a very later, a lot later than all the others that I own. It's a very more recent one. And here you can see it's also still technically Vietnam era, so again, lots of interesting information in there. Not something super collectible, but for the price, you know, why not? It's military history. And then taking a look at the two hats I got with this. One is a American Legion hat here from Cleveland, Ohio. And this pin here, which unfortunately I don't know what it means. It's some kind of a bow with a hole on it. So this might have been a necklace or something. So I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. And then here you can see he was a Vietnam veteran. I don't know if he was also a World War II veteran or if this was from a family member or something, but you can see that there. And then Al Sarat and Army retired. So these are not really things that I collect, this kind of like military retired stuff. I know some people get a kick out of this. Personally, though, I don't find it terribly interesting, but you know, it was part of the collection buy as well, so, you know what, why not throw it in there. And then here we have a World War II garrison cap, and this is an actual military cap. And you can see it does have a little bit of moth damage, but it is World War II, so again, I didn't mind picking that up. I don't remember exactly what the gold stands for. I think it might stand for ordnance, but if I'm wrong on that, feel free to correct me. And here you can see a little mark there. Let me zoom in. So there you go. Not the most interesting little collection I've ever bought, but like I said, for $20 and you get that many items, you know, why not pick it up, throw it in the collection somewhere. And then lastly here, we got this nice little collection of stuff. Oh yeah, one more thing. I got these 2 German coins that were stuck inside the garrison cap there, the World War II. 10 Pfennig from Deutschland, 1950. And you can see that's West German. Or no, that's East German? West German? Unfortunately, I don't know off the top of my head. I'll put something in here now to tell you exactly. And then here you can see, again, Deutsche Länder, 50 Pfennig. So, again, a nice little thing. This one's from 1949. So that's a very early post-war coin. And I will specify if this is East German or West German now, but unfortunately I don't know off the top of my head. But I think my favorite piece of this entire haul here was this West German police cap. As you can see, it's in very good condition. Unfortunately, I don't remember which city this crest is from, but this is not like a state police cap. This was from a local police, and it has the city's crest that it was from. So I can put something up on the screen here for which city this is from. But it's just a very cool, very clean and crisp looking hat. Again, it's also Cold War era, so that's very cool. Here you can see on the inside, it has the original officer's name, Rua, and you can see the maker there, and that's dated 1991 in the label here. So you can see that this was a very, very late Cold War hat. And yeah, so this was my favorite piece. I think I paid like $7 for this, which I thought was very fair. This goes for about, $20 or so, maybe a little bit less. But again, it looks very awesome on display. I love this cap badge here with the city crest. So very cool item there. But that's going to be all for this video, so if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, and when you're in that area, hit the subscription button and notification bell. I have plenty of other videos just like this coming in the near future, and then I'm also currently working on some more documentary-type videos, so stay tuned for that as well. With all that in mind, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!